Okay, 2005 Ford Focus, putting another motor in it. Okie dokie. Here's the secrets and all the tips and tricks. Where the starter goes, which is, of course, you take the radiator out, the headlights, all that stuff. Well, you don't necessarily have to do that, but the radiator support that goes across the front here, the radiator, the battery tray, air box, intake. And then one of the issues I was having was being able, with this rubber grommet in the way, pop it in here real fast. You don't have access to get the torque converter bolts off. This is a rubber grommet. It comes out, and that's behind the starter. And that gives you plenty of room to get your tool in here and access it. It's a 15, I believe. And then bell housing bolts, 1, 2, 3, and then buried under the air intake and all, I buried under the water and all that. There's one here. There's this giant bracket here that holds the O2 sensors for up and downstream. There'll be nuts and bolts like this. There's 2 of them. One this way, one that way. And then the header, you can unbolt it and then unbolt the bracket under the header, which looks like this. Just unbolt it from the top after you get the intake after you get the exhaust manifold cover and all that stuff off. Bolt here. This is the double one. One a little further down goes this way, and then over there where the drive shaft comes through, there's a bracket that holds the drive shaft bearing for the passenger side. You just unbolt the bracket, one nut here and one nut there. I think they're 14 or 15. You can access them from below. And of course, passenger side motor mount, that's nothing new. Let's go under the car here to on the passenger side. You can't see it, but everything's accessed through this hoop here. And you can barely see some of them through here. One bolt right there. See if I can get it right around here. And the other one's up here for the hoop that holds the drive shaft. So yeah, I never seen anybody do the 2.0 4-cylinder. I didn't see much on how to remove the motor. So there you go. And the intake manifold has the vibration, the noise everybody hears. It's your swirl valves. Yeah, over here, not so much, but way over here on the end, I use this one. I'm going around in a circle. Yeah. So this is coming out and not going back in. And the bolts to take this off are, there's one under the solenoid, the vacuum solenoid, and there's one down here at the very bottom. This one here was giving me guff because I couldn't find it. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then the last one down here makes 8. And then of course they have a connector for the PVC valve, positive ventilation crankcase thing. There's a solenoid to activate the shutter valve, and I don't care. I don't know if it's going back on or not, but oh yeah. There's the radiator, thermostat, the never change air filter, the expansion box, the fan, and of course the intake. The reason why I'm changing the motor in this one is because during the winter I slid off the road and it knocked the oil filter off the bottom of the block, and I ran out of oil and seized the motor up in it. Here's the upper cowl, the upper part of the upper radiator support bracket, headlight bracket, and all that. There's 3 bolts in each corner, there and there. One in the fender this way, this one there, and one there. As you can see, one here and one here, but I'm going to change these from here and here to further out, this one and that one, because I got an LED light bar that I put on the bottom of this and it's in the way. I had a 2000 Focus, and these brackets, which are where the upper radiator support bolts to, we're going to move them from here, this location, to this location a little bit further out on both sides, and then I'll mount my light bar on it. So yeah, it's not as bad as everybody thinks it is.